Okay, sorry about the traffic noise. I'm busy, near a busy road, the A4. And what I got is a sticky door on the A4 this morning, so I'm a poet. Now I've looked at it several times. I think it's this rub rail sticking on the bottom mostly. The front, plenty of clearance. Now, on this back side here, I can see there's no daylight coming through there. You know, if you look real hard. So I'm gonna, if I take it off, I'm gonna take and cut that much off the back side. And so, but first thing I'm gonna do is get this rub rail off, and then we'll have another look at what's next. Yeah. Then I have another sticky door over in the back that I need to deal with also. So 2 doors for the price of one A4. This is part 2 of this door repair, unstick. Now I've just noticed that the locking mechanism is hitting right here. So that's going to be the next thing. I've taken my belt sander and just sanded the front of this. I usually never do this, but on this door we can get away with it because it's, you know, it's old enough. I've worked on it enough times that if I had to, I would have taken some off the back, but I just got the belt sander hooked up to the vacuum. We're giving it some of that, and then I realized that it's hitting here on this lock. So that's the next step. Take that receiver off and see how it fits after that. With the No Cry as my screen thumbnail, I hope. Okay, that's the tool I just used. My old, at least 10-year-old fine multi-tool with a wood cutting bit on it. Now, because this door was sticking right here, instead of taking this thing off and then trying to cut it, I just cut it right in place. So I just took and just went like this, right down the edge, and then turned it sideways and cut that little baby off like that. So now what I'm going to do, I've got the No Cry here. Look at the size of this. This will handle a good size screw. Just going to rip that, go there. So what I'm going to do now, I'll just be able to use my multi-tool to get all this out. I could probably just do a cut like straight down like that. That'd probably be, this is a wedge anyway. Look, that's holding it on there. So anyway, that's what we're going to do next. Just get this thing there, cut some of that off and countersink that, and then see what the next step is on making this door work properly. Well, I got the second door out now, and boy is it heavy. I just barely got it up on the sawhorses. So this one's not too bad. It's sticking at the top of the door on this side. This is where it sticks. It looks like the bottom. That is the bottom. It's sticking mostly at the top, I thought. Or is that the bottom? No, that is the top. This is the bottom. The bottom's not too bad, so I'm just going to take a sliver off down here, and then maybe 2 or 3 mil off all the way along here. Now, I don't know if I can, should try that with the blade and then clean up whatever mess is left over. I think that's what I'll do. Try and blade it with my saw first. This side's not getting touched. The bottom is. I'm gonna have to move that up a little bit, I think. No, actually that's fine. But it's the bottom. That's the top. Here's the bottom. Gotta make sure I do this right. See, it's got a wedge sticking up there. So I just need to take that off. And then I think it'll be alright. That's where all the wearing is on there. So I'll get the RYOBI 18 volt out, see what kind of damage I can do with that first. Then I'll put the sander on it. My sander has been missing for about a year. It was at one of my customers' house, and I just recovered it the other day, so quite happy to see that back. I just realized I cut the whole side without, I got one last little bit to go. I think that's just deep enough. A little bit of cutting down there. Now, I'm just going to eyeball this one right off the edge here. Cut the bottom of it off. Starts right there. really careful where you put your fingers while you're cutting. Now, I'll just tune that up a little bit, and making the edge a little bit better, and then there's a little bit of a rough sand there, so that's the next phase. Okay, so I've got 100 grit sandpaper on the sander, and I'm just gonna have at it. The door is so heavy I don't have to clamp it down. Sometimes you have to clamp it down, and depending on how much you're taking off. I'm not taking off enough, I'm just cleaning it up. You should have some good eye protection on. I hope that's it. Oh, it's still filming. It says low battery. One side, this side blows. You see the fan? It was blowing it right up in my face, so I turned it over so it wasn't blowing up in my face. Okay, so I had it all up, ready to go. It was on the door. It actually I fully installed it, and it was too tight on the bottom. So I've taken a good 5 mil in that neighborhood off the bottom. And I had a struggle because I ran out of battery power on my RYOBI. So I've got a bit of an edge to clean up there with the belt sander, but no big deal. So it's too heavy to get on the damn sawhorses. I could not lift it. I was going to pull a muscle or something if I tried to get it up there. So I just used gravity and let it work on the floor. So try again, sports fans, and see if we can get it this time.